Hi, I'm Sydney. I'm a communications specialist at WVU Extension.
And I'm Maddie, and I'm a graduate assistant at WVU Extension. And today, we're going to be showing you guys some different ways that you can be more sustainable this holiday season.
So each holiday season in the US alone, around 4 million pounds of wrapping paper are produced, and about half of that ends up in a landfill. So we're going to offer you some more sustainable ways to wrap your gifts this year.
What we're going to start with first off is what you're actually giving as gifts. One thing that we both really love to do is Sydney and I love to go to the thrift store.
It's such a fun way to find unique gifts, and it also creates way less waste and is much more sustainable for the planet.
So we're going to show you some of our favorite things that we have thrifted that we think would be awesome gifts to give this holiday season.
So here you can see we have all of these things that we have actually gotten from the thrift store. One thing that you can always find is a jar. There are all different types. There are so many uses for a good mason jar, and you can always find them. Another great thing to get from the thrift store is artwork. I have two little matching cat prints. You can find any type.
I love those.
They're so funny. You can always find any different type of artwork that you could possibly want. And another thing that the thrift store is so great for is little boxes, like a little jewelry box or a little ring holder.
You can find old books that not only would be great on a coffee table, but sometimes they have some cool artwork on them. So I thought this old National Geographic was really cool. I also love thrifting big plates. So if you want to give cookies out this holiday season, you could actually give this whole thing and not even worry about having to get the plate back. And it's definitely a lot more sustainable than going out and buying plastic plates to put your cookies on. Definitely some ways to be more sustainable in your actual gift giving, and these are some of our options. So now that we've picked out our present, now it's time for us to wrap it. And if you are the person that wants to have something really similar to regular wrapping paper, but make a little bit more of a sustainable choice, craft paper is definitely the way to go for you.
One thing about craft paper is that it is really heavy duty, so it's not gonna rip on you like regular wrapping paper would. And it's also kind of trendy, very cute. And it is 100% biodegradable, so it is miles better for the environment than regular wrapping paper.
We love that. If you're in the camp that you think that this is a little boring for your holiday wrapping, no worries, because later Sid and I are going to show you some ways that you can spice up this average looking butcher paper.
So another fun way to wrap your presents, but not with traditional wrapping paper, is something called furoshiki, which is a Japanese way to wrap gifts or anything in cloth. So you can see here that we have this little guy wrapped up already. You can use any kind of excess fabric you have, like that's it cut in a square, any kind of bandanas, scarves, and it is super quick and easy, and you can pick any print color you like. And we're gonna do a little example real quick. You'll just put out your square and you'll set your box kind of diagonal on it, so your thing is a rhombus rather than a rectangle. Then you're gonna fold it one way and just tie it in a knot. That's it. And then bring it the other way and tie it in a knot at the top. And then you're done.
How pretty is that?
And you can pull your things out to make them cute, or you can tuck them under so you can't see them. And then you have room to add decorations later on and spice it up a little bit. But it's just like a really quick, fun, easy way. And the fabric or scarf can be part of the gift as well.
Absolutely. I think I would be just as excited about getting the scarf as I would the rest of the gift. So that's really cool.
Definitely.
So maybe those other two options didn't really work for you and you want something quick and easy. These options might be things that you already have inside your house right now.
So the first thing is just a regular old jar. They are good for like little gifts, like you can put face masks, any kind of makeup, hair ties in there, and you don't even have to wrap them. Just toss them in there and they look nice and cute and festive, and you're done.
Something else that you might have in your house is paper shopping bags. So I had this one from a shopping trip. These are great.
Kind of on the same idea. You can use newspaper to wrap things as well. and it has a little bit more, like the shopping bags, they have a little charm to them, more than just plain craft paper.
Also, if you have any shipping boxes laying around your house, I know I definitely do, don't throw those away around the holiday season, because these are perfect boxes. Instead of going to the store and buying those boxes to put your gifts in, go ahead and use the ones that you already have.
And then at the very end, after you have them all wrapped, or if you don't feel like wrapping them, just pull out a nice old basket and arrange your little gifts in there, and it looks really cute on its own, wrapped or unwrapped. You can put a little twine around it and decorate it, and you're done. Now that we have figured out how to wrap our gifts, now it is time to move on to decorating. And one way to decorate your craft paper is you can take potatoes and make stamps out of them. And you can also use beets. That's not what we're going to be using today, but if you do use beets, you don't even have to paint them. You can just use their own juices as the ink. So to make these potato stamps, you're gonna wanna cut your potato in half, and you can use a cookie cutter to get a more intricate shape, or you can just cut out with a knife, whatever kind of shape you want, into the potato that's cut in half. And then you're gonna wanna cut around the edges to cut off the excess, so you have a stamp part sticking out. And then you're just gonna dip that in the paint and then make your little prints on the paper.
Another way you can spice up some of your holiday packages is through alternatives to ribbons and bows. After a lot of fun, we wrapped up some gifts and we're really happy with them. I have a little wreath on mine.
I have some cinnamon and some pine tied on here with twine, and then on this little guy we have some holly.
And this one is wrapped up with newspaper. This one is an old shopping bag, and then this is the butcher paper.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you have fun, and even adopting just one of these techniques helps have a much more sustainable holiday.
Happy holidays. Bye, thank you.